Aidan O'Brien is back in the press conference room again, second time today. You've spoiled it for a lot of people, but I know you're not concerned about that. But for So You Think, terrific the way he just battled again and sort of got it right and probably proved anyone that he thought he wasn't the best horse around, he proved it today.
Yeah, listen, obviously, Rupert, it took me a year and a half to learn how to train him properly, and obviously I'd made a right dog's dinner of him up to now. Listen, recently his work had changed. He was quickening like he'd never quickened before, and obviously I was overworking him, working him too long, and riding him wrong, and doing a whole lot, giving the wrong instructions. So listen, I suppose I just, like everybody, did a great job at him at home, and just started to listen rather than being dictated to anybody. And we listened to what Bart was saying and what all the Australian trainers were saying about pacemakers and pace, and I knew what Joseph wanted to do, what way he wanted to ride him, and obviously Joseph rides him every day at home, so he'd seen more than anyone else, and through all his races up to now, he'd seen the way he ran, and he knew the instructions that I was given, and the understanding. So I just left it and tried to undo what I had done for the last year and 4 months or whatever, how long we have him. But up to this race, his work had totally changed at home. He was starting to quicken, a thing he'd never did before. And I suppose, we were only started to see what everyone in Australia was raving about all the time. So, and obviously, he went to the Curragh, had a very easy run, so we didn't really know what to make it, even though I knew Joseph was very happy about him. I remember looking at him at the Curragh, and I knew Pat Smullen tracked Joseph into the straight at the Curragh, and Joseph asked him to quicken, and I was only looking at the head-on, but I straight away saw Pat just standing up in the saddle. So, but you couldn't see it from the side-on view, so obviously whatever kind of move he made then was different, because Pat accepted straight away that he was only going to be second. So we felt then, and we knew Joseph was happy, and we felt we were really on the right road up to today. Like I said, his work had changed, and the horse that everyone was raving about and was talking about, we were hoping that it would come here and show it today, and Joseph knew what way he wanted to ride him, and listen, it was great. I'm just delighted, but all I can say to all the Australian people and everything, I'm sorry that I've made such a muck of him for so long, but listen, I'm just delighted that he's came back to what everyone said he was, you know.
I feel like I've just been in a confessional.
No, but listen, it's the reality, and listen, listen,
is it really beating you up? I'm going to be Father Bell here.
No, but I'm delighted now that he has shown what he is and what he was capable of doing. But all I can say, listen, I'm sorry, but it just goes to show, if you make the wrong moves or do the wrong things with a horse, how long you can stagger their progress. Do you understand? But it's only for being the horse he is. He came back and showed what he was able to do, and listen, I'm delighted, really.
Okay, well, you got your son sitting, sort of taking in, hearing his father confess all about. So you think, from your point of view, you've got nothing to be ashamed. The way it went today was just terrific for you. When you knew Carlton House was coming out, did you think, right, I know I've got your measure?
Yeah, and my horse eyeballed. So I think he eyeballed Carlton House, and he was never going to get past me from the furlong and a half.
That's the thing about So You Think. You could see then he just was almost like the heavyweight boxer was going to say, I'm not going to let you get past, and seemed to sort of, I'm not saying worry him out of it. It looked a bit like that. Once he didn't want the face to fight.
Yeah, he got to the front and he eyed him a little bit, and Carlton House was quicking down my inside, and as soon as my horse saw him, he put his head down in front all the way to the line. As
June goes for a 19-year-old lad, how's this feel? This with Derby winners, Royal Ascot winners. It's not been a bad month at the office, has it?
It's been an unbelievable month, and I can't thank Mr. and Mrs. Magner and Mr. and Mrs. Tabor and Mr. and Mrs. Smith enough for giving me some opportunities out of this world.
And what about your dad? What about thanking him? You've been beating up, but you've never any doubt. I mean, when you look at what Joseph has done in this month, riding winners at Royal Ascot and Derby, is your father looking on and saying, while I'm saying sorry to Australia, he's not. You've got nothing to say sorry. You must be very proud of him.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Rupert, it's a massive help to us. Listen, like I say, the instructions I don't we discuss everything, but Joseph has it worked out, and listen, it's a massive help to us and a privilege, and we feel privileged to be part of the whole thing, and for Joseph to be riding him and part of the whole team of such a team of people. like privileged and grateful, really.
And the final, now you've got him right, where are you going to send him to next?
Now, I knew that we only, I think now, but obviously the lads will discuss this, but I think the cut-off time, if he was going to stud in Australia, was after Sandown. I think, now I could be wrong about that, but so I'm hoping that, listen, that like obviously the boys will discuss it and see what they want to do, but like if we had him to Sandown or whatever, it would be marvellous. But I'm just so glad, whatever, if he doesn't ever race again, that he has shown what he was showing everybody in Australia. And like I say, I can't say how sorry I am that it took so long and we went down to the wire, but we were in the last furlong and we knew if we didn't change things and listen to people and like if we did all those things and we changed it and we listened and it didn't go right, then we'd say, listen, we've done everything. But it's amazing when you do change, you see the results. So we're delighted, really.
It's all right, confessional's over now.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Aidan,
much.
well done today.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Dave. Thank you.
Thank you.